This is Justin AMZN for Thursday, November 14th, 2019. I'm just going to let this channel kind of speak for itself. Bounce and rollover and bounce. And man, I thought we were going to get up there again. All right, there's the channel. Buying right out the gate would have worked up to the upper part of the channel. Kind of a double top up here, neckline right on it, just like we kind of did here. We just did it faster. So maybe on a 1 minute or 2 minute or 3 minute chart, or getting in like on the neckline, like right here. This was a really nice neckline retracement of that price. Getting in right there, bearish. Man, came right down like it looks to the penny. I mean, I think I see a tiny little space there, but hammer, bullish candle, starts to move up. I missed this bounce. I was watching it kind of interact with the 21. It's like, this looks like it's going higher. I set an entry to get in. It pulled back a little bit here, and I was in. And then when it was up here, I'm like, oh, this is a great continuation pattern. It's going to hit this in no time. And then it pulled back. And so I was trailed out for a really small gain. But yeah, because I had moved my stop up. But I was all right. I got a little bit today. So that works. Let's look at some of the calls. 1750 calls right out the gate, 10 by 9. Look at that. That worked. Hold in down here, put in that hammer, put in that bullish candle. That's 9 by 8. That would have worked. 10 by 9 would have worked again over here, right over here on that little pullback. But that only went up to like 13. I was really looking for some more to get going back up here, up into these previous highs. Didn't do it. Just didn't do it. But you really could have been buying right here, 10 by 9, just so you bought here, 10 by 9. And it just wouldn't have had a great, great return if you had gotten out up here. I wasn't getting out here because I thought it was going to get up a little bit higher. And it was really right at this, kind of this point. So technically this is kind of a really strange looking double top here, which makes this kind of a neckline, and that's kind of a neckline retracement. So is all of this. I don't really like this as a double top. It just doesn't look right. So anyway, this price is also right into yesterday's low. So, or not yesterday's low, sorry. Yesterday's morning pivot, something like that. Not really a low of the day. Yeah, it just didn't keep going. Great continuation pattern right here, high wave candle, inside high wave candle, and part of move my stop up was if this pulls back, and it's got room to pull back. If it pulls back, I don't want to give it all back, and so that's why I set this up. All right, so that was calls. Let's look at puts. Getting up into the upper end of that channel, letting this form, and then probably getting in here would have been a good play. So that's like 4 by 3. And then that ran up into kind of the opening price here. So 4 by 3 doubled up to 8. So it would have been a 4 gain. If you waited that long, you had some small candles in here that you could have been, tightening up your stop, as it's going up, or even getting out right at 6, so that still would have been 2 R there. The rest of the day, it didn't really do too much. And this is the 1750 options. So, we're pretty close here. But there just wasn't enough range here. So we still got 3 hours of going sideways today. Just seems interesting that that's been a thing lately. And then for tomorrow, man, I don't know. Had a nice kind of inside candle. If we get another gap down like this, from here to here gap down, I mean, we could definitely push lower. I would like to see another inside candle, or even one that moves up, makes higher high, higher low, similar to kind of how this was going and made 2 bearish candles in a row. It looked like a really nice flag. And then we had this candle that was a bullish gap and go. It just didn't go. If we kind of, like, this was a bullish move here with a flag, if you think of this as a bearish move here, and then you get a flag right here, it could really set up nicely if you get a bullish candle for Friday and then gap down next week, something like that. So we'll see how this kind of plays out. But we're still just sitting right here, right above 1747, and we've done a lot of that. Actually, that candle kind of looks similar to this, like bearish candle, a little bit of a bullish candle, bearish candle, a little bit of bullish candle. Be interesting. We get that kind of candle. If we gap up and then fade, gap up into the 21 and fade, something like that. That'd be interesting to see what we do. Because this is 21 is gonna act as resistance. All of the bears in here, they're gonna short it again from up here. That'd be interesting if we do something like that. If we, just these candles in here, if we get a gap up and a fade for it to pull back, we'll see if that happens. I don't know. Yeah, be back soon with the recap, and I hope this helps. This is just AMZN. Thanks.